Hello, my name is Lauren Ruggiero. Welcome to my bathtub. And I figured this is such a great place to make a video because not only is the shower in the tub a great place to think, but it brings a lot of good ideas, you know? And I've also had a lot on my mind lately about a lot of things. This is what my life looks like at 24 years old. I'm still paying off an apartment that I no longer live in. I'm living at home with my parents. I'm in my hometown that I grew up in, and I have a burning desire to travel the world and film it. Now I hope, you know, one day my future nieces or nephews or my goddaughter sees this. Because, you know, I feel like with social media booming right now, there's a lot of comparing lives and how much money you have, how many places you go. Everything is like a big competition, basically. And it's frustrating. And I get frustrated very easily because of these things, you know. It's also very frustrating in a tough world because job market sucks right now. Housing market sucks. Things are getting more and more expensive and we are still getting paid like crap. Now we can talk about America and politics all we want, but this is the world right now. This is like a time capsule video, right? When we look back on this like years later, this is the current state and position I'm in. And I think it's really important because I am 24. These are my 20s. Welcome to it. And, you know, sometimes I wish maybe I should have gone into, you know, medical or be a lawyer or the military as soon as I got out of high school. Something that, you know, would already like shoot me into a, you know, new independent life where I wouldn't have to struggle as much, or maybe I'd have different struggles. The me right now, the version that is sitting right here in front of the camera, I realize that, you know, all of those professions are, you know, very logical, very noble professions, but also they take a lot of time. And I knew that. It takes a lot of time and commitment and passion and desire to do those jobs. And I frankly didn't have any of them, and I was just kind of here, and I just wanted to make YouTube videos and films, like locally. I mean, I did at some point want to do like Hollywood movies and stuff like that, but I did find out that, you know, maybe those 12-hour days were not cutting it for me. And so I know time is very important. It's very precious, and you only get a certain amount of it. Money comes and goes. That is the thing that makes the world go around, but also, not to be morbid or anything, but you just don't know when your time will be. And that really just has me thinking, because I'm worried about how I'm spending my time. That seems so limited. Maybe it's because I'm in my 20s, and maybe it's because, like, you know, this is how it should be, or how it is for a lot of people in the 20s. But I'm also starting to notice that, like, it's not just about being in your 20s. You never know when you're gonna have a medical issue, like I am right now. You never know when that's gonna be, you know, fatal. You never know, you know, with driving or planes and, like, you know, society these days and guns. You don't know when your time is gonna be. And, you know, knowing this and realizing this at 24 years old, you know, that your time here is very valuable, and what you do with it is, you know, something that's it should be altering, right? Like life altering, you know, a noble thing, right? And sometimes I'm just like, wow, I'm 24 and I'm just kind of like sitting and waiting. I should be going out and traveling and exploring and meeting people and, you know, gaining friends and, I don't know, trying to make an impact that way. Cause like, yeah, I have my YouTube, but like, you know, how the YouTube algorithm is and what it does and stuff. And so I feel like I make a very small little dent on like a huge, vast platform. I don't know, maybe it's also the thought of just being in your 20s and feeling like you're just not enough. Could be that too. I feel lost, and I know that I have a lot of plans coming up, but like I'm in the in-betweens right now. And these in-betweens are gut-wrenching because I feel like I'm throwing a bunch of money out and like nothing's happening, you know? And again, that money thing is really scary because, you know, I'm young. You know, if I live long enough, I have to think about the future too. So everything feels so overwhelming when you're at, you know, your 20s and this age, and you have to figure out your work, and you got to figure out your friends, and you got to figure out, you know, everyone's getting married, right? And you got to go to their weddings, you know, and they have kids, and you got to have, you know, go to their birthday parties, and you know, it's so overwhelming, and everything happens so quickly. And I don't know, just like sitting here and just thinking about everything, like it's such an overwhelming thing. And, you know, sometimes, some days, I don't know how to deal with it. That deep, overarching shadow that is life, basically. It's just not gonna get any easier the older I get. You know, I feel like it just gets harder, and it gets harder to keep in contact with people. That's even if you want to keep in contact with people. Sometimes it's hard to let go of people that you're in contact with. It's just, there's a lot of factors to life, you know, and it's all about figuring things out. And I really hate those words. I really do. People are like, oh, just figure it out. Oh, you'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Just figure it out. And it's like, bro, I've been doing that since day one, dude. But it's true. That's what it is. You just figure it out, and you just kind of go with it. There is no planning you can do for it, or prepping, or, you know, safety procedures. Like, it's just, you gotta roll with the punches, and it's gonna be unexpected, and it's gonna feel overwhelming, and it's gonna be scary, but you just kind of have to do it scared. And you have to know that the unknown, although it may be scary, it could be fun. I don't know, these are just some of the thoughts that have been rolling around in my brain today, because I've just been feeling very overwhelmed by everything, you know, and trying to come up with ways to make money so I can go on those trips, so I can feel that freedom again, you know, like that's all I'm chasing at this point, is the freedom that I feel when I'm going on trips or I'm traveling around. Like you know, that's what I dream of. And so if you want to support, I have a Patreon page down below, and anything will help, honestly. I post photos, videos, journal entries, and lots of other things. So if you want to go check that out, you definitely can. Little ad promo there, I just kind of had to. Yeah, the 20s are not easy. And people say, oh, well, you just, you know, spend your 20s figuring it out and your 30s doing it. Okay. Well, I'm 24 years old. I'm, you know, almost halfway to 30, and I have no idea what's coming next. I have no idea what I'm trying to figure out or do or say, or people I'm trying to invite. Like, it's all up in the air, and it's just interesting. So if you're like me and you're in your 20s too, comment down below. Let's be friends, first off. Second off, I'm in the same boat as you. Probably feeling the same feelings that you are. probably trying to accomplish similar things in life, like how to be happy, how to be content, how to find money, how to find stability, what to do when your life flips upside down from things that you thought were fine. It's all life in your 20s, and that's okay. It's all just okay, because you figure it out. You start taking steps. You start going and doing things, and it all kind of just falls in the background for a moment or two until something happens, and all of it happens over again. But I think that's just how life is. I think, in the 20s we're just met with those real life issues, and it just happens over and over in life, but it's new to us. So we have to figure out a way and get used to it, Yeah, we just have to get used to it. A lot of new things happen in your 20s too. A lot of new things, a lot of people come and go. And you're gonna miss them a lot, And it's just hard because you're just new to everything. You're new to life. And you're trying to balance while, holding everything, all the weight of everything that you've just experienced and, gone out and did in school and whatever. But, what an adventure. I guess that's the ultimate thing. I'm not sure I want to do it anymore though. Somebody give me an island and I'm just gonna go live out my days there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it made a little bit of sense. If you'd like to give it a comment, share, subscribe, all those things are free. Because if you're in your 20s, that's what we do. We budget. But yeah, and if you can spare $1 or $2, go check out my Patreon page. All that stuff is linked below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Enjoy life. Live it up.